Fall is here, our trees are changing color, and that means Arlington's leaf collection crews will hit the streets at the end of the month. We'll tell you all about that later in our program, but first, October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and many people, myself included, are wearing purple to help raise awareness about domestic violence. Learn more about recognizing and preventing domestic violence and abuse, as well as resources that can help on the Project Peace website. The deadline to register to vote for the November 8th election is October 17th. If you have moved since you last voted, make sure you're registered at your current address. If you will be out of the county on Election Day, you can vote absentee in person daily at 2100 Clarendon Boulevard until November 5th. Check vote.arlingtonva.us for more information on who is up for election, the bond referenda, and voting in Arlington. There's a new pop-up library in Crystal City that we're calling The Connection. It's located inside the Crystal City shops at 2100 Crystal Drive and will be there until next summer. Library staff is looking for your input on hours and programming options. Join the mailing list to get more information at library.arlingtonva.us/connection. Arlington's leaf bag collection begins October 31st, and vacuum collection begins the next week, November 7th. Here's Eric Grabowski of the Department of Environmental Services to tell us more.
Arlington's leaf collection program is an annual event where we provide the residents of the county opportunities to get rid of their leaves in an environmentally responsible way. We offer really two aspects to the program. There's the bag collection program. It's on a weekly basis. It's a very reliable program. There are 8 distribution centers throughout the county to get bags, and also the vacuum collection program. Basically, it's a huge vacuum that collects the leaves. We think when we come to a pile that it's purely leaves. If you have other material mixed in with those leaves, it's going to get sucked into the vacuum and potentially damage our equipment. We also ask you to separate them from a parked vehicle, and we need about 10 feet of clearance because we have to get the hose relatively close to the curb and gutter line, and then the truck needs to negotiate around the parked car. We also ask residents not to put them close to storm sewers because, again, they have a tendency to blow and migrate, and we don't want the leaves going into the storm sewers if possible.
Every year the leaves fall, but when? How does Arlington's Department of Environmental Services know when to begin the program and where to go first? It's all in the science and analysis, historical data, and your feedback.
There are many factors that actually impact when leaves actually fall off the trees. It has to do with the amount of photosynthesis, so it's the daylight, the shortening of the days. It has to do with frost and when there's the first frost of the year. And so there are a lot of variables that actually indicate when the leaves are going to fall off the trees. We did an analysis of the types of trees in the county and also the tree densities. And various types of trees will fall at different times. So we revamped our schedule to actually go into those neighborhoods which have lighter canopies, but also the types of trees that fall early. So we're vacuuming when actually the leaves are on the ground. We've tweaked the schedule a little bit, so we think we've actually now optimized our collection program for vacuuming, and we're hoping this year is as successful as last year. Once the leaves are collected, they're brought back to, again, the Earth Products Recycling Yard, and they're staged here until we can actually process them through a tub grinder. And then we'll static store the leaf mulch, and as it decomposes, it gets to be richer as far as the quality of the mulch. And then again, we make that available to the public, whether through our free drop-off areas or they can actually order it online and we will deliver it by truck.
DES has implemented several ways in which you can find out exactly when the vacuum trucks will be in your area.
Typically it starts with going to the Arlington County website where we've actually posted the leaf collection schedule. If you go to the Arlington website and put in leaf schedule, it'll actually take you to a link which gets you there. We've now put a map on the website, and what the map is going to be doing the day after a vacuum collection day, we're going to update the map to show people where we have been. It's not real time, it's a day delayed, but it will give you a good indicator of where we are and how much progress we're making as far as the leaf vacuum collection program. We have a listserv which you can also sign up through the website. We will send you messages as to when your civic association is going to be collected. And a third option is actually calling. We have a leaf collection hotline, and we will publish those civic associations that are currently being collected from and also those which are on the next rotation or the next zone to be collected. Probably last thing, probably most importantly and most visible, is we actually sign all the neighborhoods. For the first pass, you'll see yellow signs in your neighborhood marking and indicating when we're coming by to collect the leaves. For the second pass, we'll be using orange signs. We typically try to put the signs out a weekend prior to your collection period starting. So we want people to have a weekend to be able to rake out their leaves, be able to collect it the following week. We try to be very thorough and diligent to make sure we don't miss anybody. Sometimes there is a yard service or other things that will rake behind us after we've already vacuumed a street, and a neighbor will complain and say now they have leaves there and you missed them. That's not necessarily the case, so the options for those residents are to either bag them or wait for the second vacuum pass.
Thanks, Eric. To find out where you can collect your biodegradable bags and get answers to any other leaf-related questions, make sure you check our website, keyword leaf. Arlington is #1 among Virginia counties for tourism economic impact. Visitors spent a record $3.1 billion here in 2015. Tourism generates revenue for the county and the state, but it also employs nearly 26,000 people in our community. The Arlington Convention and Visitor Service has a terrific website at stayarlington.com that's chock full of information for visitors and locals alike. We recently broke ground for the much anticipated 4-mile run restoration project. Work will soon begin to naturalize the stream banks, remove invasive plants, replant with native plants, rebuild the trail, and create new wetlands along the stream. The process is ongoing, so stay informed by searching for 4-Mile Run on our projects and planning webpage. Well, that's it for today. Enjoy the beautiful fall foliage, and we'll see you next time around Arlington.